And we're live.
She's alive.
Hi, Lady K. Hi, Witch of the Meadows.
Hi, guys. She's alive. I had to mute myself over here.
Give it a moment for let people join up. Got some interesting stuff and things to talk about today.
Definitely.
Yeah, so originally we were going to do this tarot spread with you guys. I'm a Lucifer one we created and excited to show you.
She created.
I created. And yeah, I hope you enjoy that. Let's just do that, get a little Lucifer energy going. And then we're going to talk a little bit about some things going on in the left-hand path community, or as a community discussion as a whole. So yeah.
The spread is really good, by the way, and I'm trying to, because I always forget beforehand,
Your phone?
to turn my stuff off. And it is off. All right. So do you want to show them the spread really quick?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, so the spread is going to look like this. 6 spaces. And then we're going to bring up the questions. All right, so maybe we should keep it up and roll the questions and get started.
All right.
All right, guys.
Whoever's coming in, afterwards, that's all good.
Yep. So just to give y'all an idea of the spread, I'll keep it here for a bit.
What is the name of the spread, sweetheart?
I just named it Lucifer. I did have enchant and stuff, but people don't have to do that. That's personal if they want to invoke that. All right, so the spread is just tilted like the pentagram. All righty. So the first question, and when you
if you don't mind me asking.
I'm sorry?
Why Lucifer, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear again.
Why Lucifer, if you don't mind me asking?
I've just been really vibing with his energy lately, and I want other people to see benefits he can bring you to self-mastery. I think that is so important, especially working with Lucifer. It's all about bettering the self, the soul, and ultimately that's our goal, right? So
bringing light to the situation, right?
Yep. That's right. So how can I be enlightened? Hi, Carla, and hi, Allie. Oh.
Hi, guys. All right. So question 1, how can I be enlightened?
I got the Star and the Hanged Man.
Ooh. Oh, my gosh. Which one was first, the Star?
Yep. Let us know what you guys get if you got your tarot cards. Sorry, I've been doing some of my own work. Well, that's awesome. Don't ever apologize, man. Not for working on yourself or your things.
Oh.
What'd you get?
The 6 of Swords.
Oh, I love that deck too. The colors.
Yeah, this is the Iris Tarot that I'm using, guys. It's currently on Kickstarter. And I want to see this, get funded. So please go and check it out. So for me, how can I be enlightened? The 6 of Swords. Knowing what is my battle and knowing what is not my battle, being able to walk away or not take on somebody else's energy. That's what I see as that. Because I can easily become entwined in crap that is happening in the world and let it tear me down. But I'm not, to be enlightened would be to not let it tear me down. So I see that.
I think by things that I give up or go through, like as a challenge, my challenges bring me to the star enlightened energy.
Right on.
All right.
That there is hope, even with what we're going through right now. Right?
Exactly.
There's hope.
Because we all are sacrificing right now. We're all the kind of the hanged man in a way.
All right. So let's put the second one up. And we would love it if you share with us, you guys.
Yeah. What cards are you getting? What can I be proud of? We all know his sin is pride.
That's what I can be proud of. The magician. Right, my power. And you know what? She said, Rosa, when she created this came to her in a dream, and it's like a fairy creature, which I find very interesting. And with all the eyes all over it. So see, all the eyes like for the wings. So really knowing what your power is and utilizing it, right? That's what I can be proud of.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some angelic beings were depicted similarly. I find that interesting.
Really?
So 3 of Swords?
The Hierophant for 1.
Ooh.
You are really, Sonia, a good teacher.
I was gonna say the teacher and the learner is her path to enlightenment.
She's always reading like different books and doing crafts and stuff like that. I could see you being a really, really good teacher, but I'm here. I'm super low. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Sorry you're not feeling good.
All right.
So what can you guys be proud of? What did you get, sweetheart? I'm sorry. What can you be proud of?
Dancer. Or is dancer water? I think it's air. I gotta look it up. But 3 of Swords, is that?
Oh, I think is the dancers the water?
I don't know. Let me see. I'm still learning the dancer maker and all that crap.
Go on. Go on, Bobby.
All right, so yeah, dancer's water. My bad. 3 of Cups. Oh, okay, that makes more sense because I was kind of like, that makes a lot more sense to me. So that celebration, it is Cups. You were right. Hi, Nadia. Welcome. Glad you guys could all make it. Yeah, so 3 of Cups, that celebration. And I think of like the group and
yeah, because usually in your traditional it's the 3 ladies standing, rejoicing with their cups up, celebrating.
And they're thriving together too.
Oh yeah. All right.
Got the Moon. Ooh, okay.
Was that for 2, sweetheart? Okay, for 2. Gonna be proud of. Oh. So really being in touch with your intuition, I think. Being able to see past the BS.
And your gifts. Yeah.
And
Summer got 2 of Pentacles.
2 of Pentacles. Is that for this one, sweetheart, or for the first one? I'm guessing it's for this one.
So am I.
2 of Pentacles for be proud of. being able to balance
Yeah.
things, knowing where to put your energy. You know, when she did that one video, she talked about pretty much every goal she has ever set for herself. She always achieves it. The second part of question, right? Exactly. Because you make your goals and you go for it.
Yeah.
That's how I see that. So you definitely have something to be proud of in that.
Sweet.
All right. So let's do the third one.
What hidden truth can your light bring me? And this is asking Lucifer's energy outright. Can your hidden
So you're killing me, dog. You want to go back out now?
Oh,
There you go.
woo. Okay.
Hidden truth can your light bring me? Hidden truth.
Oh,
Oh, what did I get here?
2 of Cups in the Soulmates card. Is he saying he's my soulmate? I knew it. No. Just kidding, but that's pretty cool.
Yes, that is. You're not going to believe what I got. This is the first one I got. The Wheel of Fortune. With like the law of attraction kind of bit. That's how I see that. I'm a fool. Like I make my reality, right?
Yep. 7 of Pentacles.
7 of Pentacles. Hidden truth. Yeah. See, and I can see that too, because she's always out there, like working in her yard and pulling up grass and making everything beautiful. And she just works with her hands so much. She's like planting those seeds. That's what it feels like. Good gardener, good at all that. You are in hermit mode.
I think the harsh truth in that, because when my intention with this question too was it's kind of supposed to put in your face like something hidden about yourself that you could analyze or look at or go within about. And for me, the 2 of Cups would be learning to balance my emotions better. I just get that feeling or perception, like, because sometimes, man, it's hard to do.
Yes.
And
I can definitely see that. But I also think that one beautiful thing about this is Lucifer, if you've been working with Lucifer, he's probably already revealed a lot of stuff to you in like shadow work, right?
oh, yes, a few of them did.
So maybe you already know what half of these are because you've been working through it.
Lady K got the Hermit.
Or she's just in hermit mode.
Oh, Hermit mode. Okay.
I'm not sure if that's what she meant.
Fool and 8 of Swords.
The Fool and 8 of Swords. Ah. I see that definitely. My own interpretation of that is the Fool, but this is the way I see the Fool, not about just jumping off and leaping off of that. The Fool is the experiencer.
Right. That's how I see it.
Yeah. He's the one that's outliving, and she's trying to be more adventurous. And you know this, and some of the things that she's doing, she's not letting her mind overrule her anymore. She just I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to just not be afraid as much anymore. And yeah,
I'm so proud of her growth. Like I've seen that.
I can definitely see that. All right. So let's find 4. How can I empower myself?
How can I?
Oh. You know what? It could be really literal too, though. Because she just got done saying that she's got a migraine, and look at, she's still here and she's still doing this.
Yeah.
So the Eight of Swords, like the bad headache or whatever, she's not letting that stop her from experiencing, which is the Fool. So it could be as literal as that.
Yeah.
Just love that.
Queen of Wands.
Yeah. Okay. Right the hell on. Yes. Okay. Two of Pentacles is what I got. So I can empower myself by also bringing balance to like my scheduling, you know, my reality, or my manifested world. So balance between like YouTube and my new passion of gaming.
Oh yeah. Love that. I love that for her. Okay. Oh, you got death. You know how I see that? I think that's actually very empowering. Sometimes it hurts to hold on, and when we let go of things, you know, weighing us down, it's very empowering when we finally reach that, you know. We all do that, and we're reborn, come out of it stronger.
Yep.
So
And
closure.
nothing ever really kills us. Because
Right.
we're energy beings, right?
Yeah.
So that's the trick of the Matrix, that we actually die, because we don't.
Exactly.
At least in what I believe. So I should state that.
All right. What can I self-master in my path?
There it is.
And I can put that spread in your group too for anyone that wants it.
Thank you, sweetheart. It's the Eight of Swords. What can I self-master in my? Yeah, knowing when it's my own negative thinking that holds me back, right? Or my own lack of, or whatever. What did you get, sweetheart?
Coward betrays, that Seven of Swords. So I think I know what this.
Dancer Swords? I thought Dancers was Cups.
No, that's Dreamer, honey. So that's Swords.
Oh, Dreamer. Okay.
Yeah. So it's usually the guy like stealing the swords. But I think what this means is, you know, I can easily be deceived by some people, but I'm learning to like decipher through that. It's usually if I care or love the person, you know, you overlook things. But like I recently went through like a transformation, and I'm just like, nah, not having that anymore. So boom.
Come on.
The Magician to empower. Oh, lovely. Eight of Wands for Lady K. Reverse Death. When I did my spreading this morning, I looked, the entire death was only
like
the heart.
having a puppy. Oh my God.
And Eight of Cups. So fulfillment. Perhaps.
Oh, wow. So the opposite of it.
Some of us seem to let go, but keep plowing ahead anyhow. Yeah.
Oh, the Magician to empower. Hell yeah. Eight of Wands here. Excellent. Right on. Oh, self-master is 10 of Wands. Nice. All right. And the last one.
What helps my ascent?
All right.
Oh. I agree. Tower and devil, bitches. Of course.
That's funny.
Lucifer's like, I got jokes today. Boom.
Cha-ching! I got, what did I get? Ace of Pentacles. Oops.
Nice.
So I think just being grounded, just being,
Tapping.
huh?
Yeah, like tapping in. Like,
Yeah, just being present, right? Because I look at the pentacles like they are the culmination of the other three sign or the other three suits, which when it comes to like manifestation,
right.
if you think of like what is it, Malkuth?
Right.
That's how I think of the pentacles
That makes sense.
and various stages of that, and the ace being like, hey, I arrived. I'm here. Okay. I'm going to ascend anyway. No matter which way I look at it, I've got this.
Yeah, you already like do everything in your path. Like, I mean, we all do, but that's awesome.
I think we're all ascending. Yes.
Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Ooh.
Yes. that mind. Yes. Yep. Being
Nice.
able of that. Seven of Pentacles, planting those seeds. That's how I always see it. That like nurturing, planting those seeds, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've already got this in the bag, guys.
Thank you for doing that with us. I love this so much. Like, I do. And I will put the spread. I'll show y'all one more time for the new ones that came in. If you want this and the questions, I will post them in Amethyst Ascension group later.
Thank you, sweetie. I can maybe make a PDF if you want me to.
Yeah.
PDF form or something.
We could do that. Alrighty, so
Now on to the controversial stuff, right?
yeah, so all right, guys. A lot of us kind of know or are aware of what's going on, you know, over on the left-hand path community. And even more so, it now come to light, like in the news, about certain groups that we know and contribution or content they created contributing to a crime that someone committed. I kind of wanted to discuss this because there is such a stigma, for one, on the community as a whole, the satanic, Luciferian, or left-hand path community. And then it still reflects outwards to the rest of the witch or pagan community, these types of things.
Like the bad one. Yes.
Right. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of talk about it as a community, give my 2 cents in it. And also want to say, you know, I won't be like going into too much detail about the certain people or whatever out of respect, because we weren't involved in that. You know, I used to follow this group, but quit like over a year ago, around the time we started like getting really close. And at one time I did look up to these people, but realized some things myself and kind of backed away. But not everybody is guilty. In fact, some of the people involved are even victims, and my heart goes out to what they've experienced. So that's all I'm going to say, like, on that particularly. But this issue in this video, this news clip, you know, they're making it political and they're boxing in and labeling an entire community and actions based off extremist view.
Let me stop you just 1 second, sweetheart. Does everybody in here or that's going to be watching this, we don't know whether or not, or do you have it down below, a link for that video?
Yeah, I have it here. I mean, I don't know if we'll get flagged. Maybe we could watch it together if you guys want to, or I could leave the link if you don't. Just type yes or no in the
I would
comments.
just leave the link.
Yeah, leave the link. Well, here, I'll put it in the comments actually for anyone that wants to see it to kind of know what we're talking about if you haven't seen it.
It's only like 5 minutes long,
Yeah.
but just so you kind of understand what the hell's going on if you weren't privy to that.
The issue with these things, guys, is we've seen before what repercussions things that are put out. We've seen before what this has done. And it's scary because it kind of feels like the finger point in like witch hunt modernly. We don't categorize an entire group of people based off the actions of a few extremists, which are in every single belief system, in every single community. No matter where you go, you're going to have negative or extreme people that take it like way too far. And right hand and left hand, again, that whole debate. I'm just going to say what left hand path means for me personally in my practice. And that is facing the darkness and the shadows and the dark aspects in order to transmute that into the light. I am gray, I am middle, I like to harness both, although I do enjoy working with left hand path entities, beings, whatever you want to call them. So for me, that's really what it's about. Never, I just don't like to fight and argue over the diversity or things that continue to cause diversity in our community. Because I'm going to be honest too about something. Just for being or considering myself left-hand path, before earlier in my path, I've even had other pagans come at me and, you're selfish, self-serving, this, that, or the other, and I'm doing it wrong working with these entities. And, I disagree. And that type of stigma or diversity is the programming of a narrative and agenda that's been spun since forever ago. We all remember like the satanic panic. And then we all know about like the burning times and all that good stuff. So next, I kind of wanted to bring up accountability as creators and practitioners. Okay. And I think we should think about certain things we put out in public and how that reflects not only on us, but the community as a whole. I get that, some people want to express things freely, and that's cool. But also, there's kind of this competition I see of flexing harm, flexing curses, flexing hexes, flexing, negative things that as much as I wish we didn't live in a world that stigmatized these things, really, how can we defend ourselves when we're putting these type of things out publicly? Okay, to be silent was there for a reason, just because we can do these things probably doesn't mean we should publicly talk about it. Hey, if you know what I mean, like openly, because your path's your path. What you do is your business. I ain't telling you what to believe or how to practice, but all I am saying is where do we draw the line, like as a community, when it comes to the things we do put out there? I mean, The guy that committed the crime was young. I think he was like 18 or 19. I mean, and even kids younger than that, I know he's legally an adult, but that's quite young. Um, Even kids younger than that, we want to, and I get it, we want to be like, oh, the parents should monitor it. I'm going to say what I want, put what I want on here. The reality is the world is virtual. Everything's virtual. And you were a teenager once or a kid. You went behind your parents' back. And I mean, accountability, responsibility. Not that I'm also blaming the people, because you can't, if a group decides to do something based off something they're reading or watching, that is most certainly their choice. I don't know if it should fully fall on the content creator, but as far as like the stigmatizing goes and the way like media likes to spin this stuff, I just don't feel like it's safe, like for everybody, um, to put these things like in the public light, if you get me. Not that I'm like judging or saying like we have to do this. It's just my feelings about it, because I got more than me to think about, and I don't put it past any extreme group of people or political power that want to spin an agenda, or you know, uh, it's happened before many times, and it can still happen. And I'm not willing to risk loved ones. I mean, in the past, they would take out entire families, accused of certain things. Not saying we're living in those times, but there are other ways repercussions could happen now these
Can
days,
I
too.
interject just for a second, sweetheart?
Yep.
So I am definitely not left-hand path. Okay. I think pretty much everybody that's watched me knows that I'm not. However, I think that this affects anybody that is a spiritual person, anybody that is a religious person. Because if they, and I'm not saying that I believe what happened. I don't know. I don't have the details. I'm
Same.
not
Yeah.
privy to any of the information. It's it could be red flags and agenda, or what do they call them? False flags and
Right.
agenda. We don't know. That could be the case, right?
Yeah. By
But
no means are we
yeah,
just judging or picking a side here because we don't know the details.
right, exactly. But if they're going to come after one and try to group, which is clearly what that video shows, grouping a whole bunch of people under a term of left hand path, not everybody that is left hand path believes in those kind of things, right? So
Yeah.
they're putting a broad term on. It's like going after somebody for race. It's like going after somebody for age. It's like going after somebody for your politics and your religion. It's like that. So
Right.
that's when we need to be up in arms a little bit. And instead of um, automatically just judging the situation, because when I looked underneath of that video, I was just like,
Right.
wow, people, just it
Yeah.
is horrendous what happened. Okay. It is
It's
horrendous.
tragic and awful, but also the comments and the hate in there against like the satanic or left hand path community.
Like all people do that. Like all people practice like that. Like,
Right.
come on. Aren't we at a stage where we already learned that lesson like 200 years ago? You would think, but it doesn't seem like that, because we've got people that are either I'm for this, I'm for that. It's happening for everything across the world. We've got to rise above that and say, I'm going to walk in the middle. And I know there's a lot of people that don't like the middle, but I'm going to walk in the middle so that I can see bigger perspective than just my own. I'm not going to just
Right.
automatically wear that judging hat and say, oh, I know that that happened. I know that that happened,
Right.
when we really don't.
Right. Because it got people angry. Like it worked. That video worked. It got people mad, you know? And exactly.
That's right.
Right. That's all I'm saying. Like, I mean, the whole thing's tragic. My heart goes out to anyone affected or involved, with the group or whatever. I know that's got to be devastating if you're close to it, but I just feel like talking about these things are important as a community because, I mean,
And let's play, no pun intended, devil's advocate for a second. Somebody that is coming from a completely opposite side and they have no idea about spirituality and stuff like that, and they just see an article like that, they're going to think, oh my gosh,
right.
Everybody that is left-hand path, that's where we have to use our own discernments. They're sacrificing people and they're doing these kind of things. If you're watching this and you're one of those people, no, they're not. Don't buy into that.
Right.
So I just had to put that there.
Yeah. I just disagree with condemning like a whole group of people. There's gray areas, nothing's ever just black and white. There's probably so many factors we're not even aware of. So most definitely. And it really doesn't matter. See, the whole right hand, left hand thing doesn't make too much sense to me. It's the heart of the practitioner, not the magic, for one. And two, a lot of people don't realize this, but some of you that don't even claim to be left-hand path, going by some ideologies of it, if you're using magic for yourself in any way, from my understanding, traditionally, that would be considered left-hand work. Or a lot of deities people don't even realize are considered dark or left-hand. And even healing could be self-serving in certain contexts. And
I completely agree, sweetheart. I do. But when I say that I am not left-hand path, it's because I'm so much more than just that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Labels just limit us.
That's true.
So am I willing to work with somebody? That's another thing why we wanted to do the angels versus demons, that series that we did on this channel. Because it shows you think that the demon is so much worse than the angel when they have exactly the same friggin' things, right? They're willing to do the exact same things.
Some cases, I even believe them to be the same entity, different energies of them, different sides or faces of them. And it really is perspective and very personal. Right. Because for one, the way I view my path and working with beings like Lucifer or even like Satan, usually it's no matter which path, they have a common goal. They just utilize that differently. But we all want ascent or whatever we're trying to achieve, right? Ultimately. And so I don't see how hurting others would contribute to our benefit, if that makes sense, like in these type of situations anyway.
You're absolutely right, Sissy. Duality is within all of us. That's what we're trying to break out of. That's in the matrix, is that duality. Right. We don't always have to see things as black and white. They can be all gray. That's how I see things, as all gray, because there's not just my perspective.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
The story, so that people can actually hear it and then say, "Oh, it wasn't like what I thought." Because the things that we are fearful from stories or unknown things, that's what gets us all in a, oh my gosh, right? Because the protective energy comes in. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if you look at most older occult practices like the alchemical unions and, unifying these energies, a lot, it is masculine and feminine, but also to me that's symbolic of merging duality. That gray area, that's what I want to achieve. It may not be the same for everybody, but.
Who's that behind you, honey? Who's that statue behind you?
Oh, my Baphomet.
Exactly. And Baphomet is like, see what my dog just did?
Baphomet told him to.
Baphomet is both, right?
Yeah.
female and
Well,
male union.
yep. He symbolizes a lot of, he's got so many symbols. I did an entire video about it, but yeah. Yep. So, yeah, what do you guys think? Like, it happened in like the UK as well. I had read another article about it, and I was just like, man.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all that we really had to say about it. I hope other people are speaking out about this as well and saying, don't label me the way that other people, don't be afraid.
Yeah, that was what I wanted to achieve with this. I've seen others, I don't really want to point out names and such, out of respect or offend anyone, but I've seen others speak out against it. And I've seen that, and I'm like, solidarity. I think, yeah, I think we should speak out about it, and the stigma, and awareness, man, is everything.
Exactly. I'm not falling for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be afraid of me because I want to empower myself.
Right.
I'm not the bad guy.
And it doesn't make you a bad guy or evil or a narcissist to want to walk that path to self-betterment like we're programmed to think. And
I'm so tired of that word, narcissist.
I know. But
Calgon,
thank you guys for coming and listening. And if you want to speak out, I think it's great. It's kind of sad we keep ending up here because of like media and some people's actions, but
so friggin' true, Summer.
Right.
That's all people are doing lately. It seems like is just, pointing the finger and taking a side. Why do we got to take a side? Why can't we just try to look? Oh, I can kind of see it from your side and I can see it from this side. Have like a bird's eye view of the situation. Even with the whether to vax, whether not to vax. It's a personal choice.
Yeah, and you can't be fully educated unless you see all sides, in my opinion.
Yeah.
To make your own decision or choice, you need to see like all aspects, all sides of it. And yeah.
Exactly. So I got to tell you, I am making this thing for my sister and I, and Courtney said she wanted it. If anybody here is friends with me on Facebook and they would also like one, let me know and I'll make one for them too. I'm going to probably put, how they've got the different things that you always put around like your profile. Well, I'm going to put, I'm judgmental of judgmental people.
Love that.
Would anyone like that for their Facebook profile?
Hi, Zumi, and hi, Abby.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi, guys.
So yeah, I encourage you guys, if you can, you don't have to get into all the details, but if you want, just speak out about, the stigma toward witchcraft, toward Satanism, toward Luciferianism, whatever it may be, I would appreciate that, and I'm sure a lot of other people would too, because ultimately I feel like that's what's going to make us strong and be able to fight against things like this. So, and protect us in a way, really, because I wished people would educate themselves, but unfortunately we live in a world where most people don't. So it's kind of,
stop jumping on those bandwagons. I know you guys aren't. I'm telling everyone that watches later on that is a bandwagon person, knock it off.
It's an illusion. And I've caught on to that. Like this year, literally everything's chaos. Everyone's fighting for something, or literally it's chaos. But I'm kind of like, okay, But yeah, so just stay badass, guys, and ignorance is
Rock on. Yes, ignorance is a choice. She jumps on the berry bandwagon, or I mean the fairy bandwagon.
I would jump on a ferry too, Summer.
That's not what she said.
I know.
You are so funny. God, I love that. It's a distraction, so the oppressed. Yes.
Exactly. Right on.
Make room, Summer. Did you see that? Yep. We're gonna jump on that bandwagon. Yeah. Beep beep.
I'm on like I don't know what bandwagon. I'm just here. I'm like the hermit man.
Let's all get on a train and go into the inner earth and visit with our fairy folk. Okay.
Yeah, like yo, I thought about that the other day. I'm like, yo, if like my conspiracy mind, I gotta tell y'all quick. I'm going, all right, they're trying to get to space and stuff. So you know the rich is gonna go first, right? They're gonna go and leave us here and stuff's gonna happen and they know something we don't. Bunkers are being purchased, yada yada. So I'm like, what if like we just collect all the witches and like go inner earth and like create our own society there?
That sounds very nice. Whatever. I agree. You know what? I was watching something on the bunkers, and it was like a tour a guy was doing of all the different levels and all that, and he was showing the pool and all that. But something that I don't think they've considered, maybe they have, I don't know, but what if there was like a flood that covered the whole earth again, and the air filter system that they were using that was reaching up into to make oxygen, what if it got covered under the water? Does that mean they all suffocate in the bunker? Did they think about those kind of things?
Yeah, they would, because you're just gonna end up breathing carbon monoxide.
Exactly. Me, I don't want to be in no damn bunker. I'm sorry. Now, inner Earth society where they know what they're doing and they've got, you know, like millions of years or thousands of years, they've got this down. Yeah, okay, let's do that. A bunker.
I suspect that's where they all took refuge with the flood. Like a lot of creatures or beings or entities and stuff. Like, oh, I die hard believe they all exist and existed. And when the flood came, they went in or up.
Exactly.
But we love you guys and thank you for listening to our 2 cents. And again, you know, my heart goes out to those affected. Definitely. And love, peace, chicken grease. See y'all soon.
See you guys. Thank you.